Hello guys, welcome to my channel if you haven't been here. Here's the second part of the space station we're building. You can see there's only 3 rockets. We already launched this, so we could go ahead and delete this right now. We already launched this and this. We're gonna have to launch this one to dock onto here where this was at, and then we're also going to launch this for more power. Right now we're not going to launch this, and when we finish it we're probably going to launch this later on and add more stuff in the future. So for right now we're going to launch this rocket. This rocket's fairly simple. Pretty sure you have seen me build it, but in case you haven't, just one of the Hawk engines, 2 of these fuel tanks, a separator, then the Valentine engine, then another fuel tank, 2 RCS thrusters so I could be able to turn it to dock, and then a separator, a command module, and a heat shield, 2 parachutes, and lastly we need a docking port. So now since we got that, we can launch it and see if it works. Okay, you should check if you have other stuff in space, check which one is your space station so you can get it to dock later on. I'll save the point up for right now. You'll be able to turn at 500 of 5,000 with an M. I don't know what the M is. And then from here on, we just get into orbit with whatever fuel's left, which is not that much. So that's why when you fly these rockets, you have to be very careful of how much fuel you have. Yep, like you can see here, I ran out of fuel. And we're now getting to a stable orbit. Okay, we're almost there. Probably could just do this now. Okay, now since I got into orbit, just do this and get into where you're able to dock onto it, and make sure it's at least 0.00. But if it's any lower, higher, I'll consider trying to fix it. It's very hard to do this. It's okay if there's a plus or negative, it just means a little bit off, but doesn't mean that you're gonna miss it. Okay, now since we're close, I'll just say to zoom in and focus right here, to be able to see how close you are to it. And let's see, it's right there. Okay, I'll consider turning it and then slow it down enough that I could go towards it without crashing into it. Okay, so it's right here. Now let's burn, and this helps a lot, so you can see if you're able to get to it. Okay, it's right above us. Now we could just go to here and turn it. Now we're able to dock on. If you want to, you could do this multiple times, separate it to test your orbit, your dockings, but for right now we have this. I tried to make this as compact and simple as I can for the space station. So yeah, now we docked it. Now press exit to Space Center so you can save all your stuff. Now I just go back down here. We're now launching this. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult because I haven't launched it. So all you need is a Hawk engine, a fuel tank, I'll say 2 fuel tanks, docking port, and I'll add a better engine here. So a Hawk engine, another separator, and the small Valentine engine, a few RCS, because this is going to be a fairly heavy payload. And then we're going to add this 2 structure blocks things, I don't know what to call it, and 1 small docking port, and then this long structural thing, 2 of them to be exact, and then 1 of the probes, and a docking port. Flip this docking port, just put it right next to this one, and let's see, just get that solar panel and place it there, and just place that right next to it, and just add 4 more solar panels, or 3 more solar panels, and then add a docking port. A time to add the fairings. I added this, and just take off the adapt to fuel tank with this new update. Just add as many as these you need until you reach this one. When you reach this, just add this one. And then it's good, pretty heavy, but still able to fly. And then you could put these for stages. So you could get it all ready to when it docks on to the space station. There you go. Now let's launch. Pretty heavy, it goes fairly slow, but it's gonna gain speed. And very long, like a needle. Okay. You see we're already low on fuel. Alright, we could boost, that booster helps us boost out the atmosphere. And then when we could time warp. And just switch to the other one to see if it's the actual one. So navigate. And now let's just try to get into orbit. You have to be very careful of how much fuel we have again. Okay. We're out of fuel. That's okay, let's just test this. Now this one's gonna get us to orbit. You can see, if you want it to be more better and efficient, just add a few side boosters. 2 side boosters. And it could really help your orbit. Like, be better and have less fuel. Or, no, more fuel, but it'll be less inefficient, like this is. Okay. Now we just do this navigation to be able to dock onto it. Back to 0.00 and 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, might have switched to it. Now, this is good. Let's see if we can see it. Okay, we can see it coming now. Now consider turning on engine whenever you need to slow it down. Seems like I'm coming very close. Close enough to hit it, but we are just slightly passing it. Then you could use RCS thrusters to get to it. Thankfully, even though I haven't tested this rocket, it still flies good. Now one thing I should have done was add a command module to this rocket engine, so I'm able to fix this thing and dock it onto the rocket ship, the space station. But I didn't, so you could do if you wanted to, or you didn't build it while I was doing this, but most likely you already built it. So just try to get as close as you can to the space station. And disconnect this and just destroy it if you want to. But for right now, I won't destroy it. Just take off one of the rockets, turn on the RCS thrusters, and try to go get it. I'll consider trying to use the navigation things, but it would disappear most likely. Now we're about to dock on with this. Oh. Okay. I don't need this right now, so I'm just gonna destroy it. Okay, we seem to get a little bit farther from it, but we could just turn on the rocket engine and fire towards it. The same thing might not happen to you. Not every flight rocket is the same. So now we're just trying to get towards it. Going pretty fast. Just make sure you don't hit the solar panels. I think I'll just close it right now. And extend the solar panels. Just here we go and dock. You could extend that. Turn this off. Turn the rocket engine off. Make sure all of them are off. Make sure orbit's perfect. Well, not exactly perfect, but good still. And yeah, that's it for this video. Just don't forget to put this back where it was already at, because it's a space station. Humans are in this. If it was an actual space station, and let's just put this back right here. And then we just might need 1 or 2 more episodes until this tutorial for the space station is finished. It's a very simple one, and then we might do this one next. This one's a simpler space station. It's just 2 launches. Maybe not this, maybe an extra 3rd one to have that. And then we could do some moon launches and stuff about that. I don't know why, but my map screen is glitching a lot. So yeah. Have a good day. Like and subscribe, and